Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Tower of Guns. So, last run thing, whatever. Very unfortunate. Really sucked. Did not have a whole lot of fun going through, run after run of getting my ass kicked. So this run is going to be slightly different. This run is going to be, I only stuck around to kill those guys because they have really good pickups for me. I'm going to try and speedrun this one as best I can, and the question is, oh, it's just those guys. Good! I was really afraid it would be something that I'd regret not being able to kill. Yeah, because I want to kill these guys, because they drop good drop good things for me. Most other enemies don't, and so this is going to be trying to get through as fast as possible, not dallying, not looking around, and usually I do like double the recommended speed. I don't know. But we're doing triple jump, and I'm kind of baiting these guys because they do hurt themselves, and I want to get in a good alley that I can take them out, because spin bots might not drop the best of stuff, but they do drop good stuff. And as long as I'm not spending too much time on this level, I should be able to get through it no problem. I just want to be up to weapon level 2, if at all humanly possible, which seems possible actually, considering. Yep, there we go. And we already took a lot of weapon damage, because there's one freaking saw blade, not saw blade launcher, spin bot for us to run into. Okay, so unfortunate, but it's life. I really hope we can get a health pickup. Oh, hello, thank you. And it'd be very unfortunate if I don't actually manage to make it in time. That'd really suck. But I'm betting on it. I think we're going to be just at the boss room right now. And that's a lot of, like, the flying bomb things, which is exactly what we want to be in a room with. And the reason is, so many freaking good pickups. And there we go. Took them out. I think we've still got a fair amount of time. We've got a fair amount of time, so I think I can get in here, and it looks like we're going to be up against Mama's Spinbot or something. But if I can take this guy out, these guys usually drop a lot of fairly good stuff. Maybe. A little bit. Actually, we don't need the health pickup as much, and the goggles. Whatever, it's worth it for the joke. The goggles. The best item in the game. Alright, don't see any secrets. Time to rush to the boss. Who are we fighting? Is it Longhorn? Lantern of Fullest. Perfect. And with any luck, goggles do nothing. Or goggles do nothing, question mark? It's an interesting question. It would be really cool if the goggles actually did something. It's just one of those, is like, you're not entirely sure. So, I said the last run, fighting Lantern of Fullest with a bunch of jumps is probably the easiest thing ever, because he doesn't have any direct attacks. He summons a bunch of spin bots, but they're not threatening unless you stand around too long. And there we go. Alright, I think that's the stun weapon mod? Yep, stun. Not the most useful thing in the world, but it's, definitely not useless. It's definitely not, precision on the hedgehog launcher, or, fire mine. Fire mine is the worst. Alright, did we make it? That's the question. Yes, we did. Now we got Egon's Pride. I'm very happy with that run. We're, 28 seconds under par. Probably could have done that faster, but you know what? We got Egon's Pride, which is the main focus of why I was rushing through things. I don't even feel like we missed a whole lot either. I guess we did miss kind of the opening coinage, and maybe a couple of, like, side pickups. But considering I didn't see anything immediately obvious, and there were, well, like, we wouldn't have been able to afford anything in the shop anyway, who cares? So we got a lot of bullets flying at us, and it's like, I'm not a mama bird protecting my nest, but it's one of those where here are 2 EXP pickups, and I'd be loath to leave them behind. I don't know if that money was a pickup, or if it was just waiting there for me, but either way, I didn't want to lose it. I'm not going to get that weapon EXP. So we have a couple of these floating tank things, pretty easy to deal with. And then we're done. Yay! Money, health, and not a whole lot of weapon EXP, which we could use. This gun... See, the thing is, the saw blade launcher is actually probably one of the better guns in the game, but any time I ever pick it up and try and play with it, I just do terribly. So there are like several secret areas in this room, and I can never get to them, and that makes me eternally sad, because like there's one, and then there's one in that pipe, and there's one in there, and yeah, just nowhere near enough hoops to get there. And it's like, well, I could cheat and show it off, but where's the fun in that? I want to have enough jumps to get up there. Is this an empty room? So it is. Okay. I am actually a little bit... Come on. I'm hitting the, like, little gear things just on the side. But yeah, so the portable pizza thrower is actually probably one of the better weapons in the game, in my opinion at least. It shoots straight, it does crazy damage. The ricochet isn't, I mean, the most useful thing in the world, but it's definitely helpful. And we got a couple of these guys who, you know what, happy day we can actually deal with because our shots fly quickly and straight and stuff. Like, if I had a gun that I would pick as, like, the most reliable, it would be this one and or Egon's Pride. Both are pretty fantastic. My favorite is probably the Babel gun, if only because, well, the Babel gun is just insane. Especially if you're running, like, Mighty Moose or Major Moose. But if you don't have the capacity to run Major Moose, then I don't know, hard to say. I'd probably say Egon's Pride is my second favorite, even, like, regardless of perks. Oh, you guys are terrifying. Okay, so I'm at least in a safe spot, and the Lantern of Pholis can't hit me here. We do have a couple of saw blade launchers, which are concerning, but not that concerning. Goggles do nothing. Nope. If you don't know what the Goggles do nothing is from, it's a Simpsons reference. It was, they have like a Arnold Schwarzenegger type superhero character, and I guess he's supposed to be saving the town going into the nuclear reactor, because everybody thinks he has superpowers, or maybe he thinks he has superpowers. Either way, hard to tell. You know, they tell him, put on the goggles for safety. Puts on the goggles, and then he goes in the reactor, and he's dying. You know, the goggles, they do nothing! And that could be a reference to something else, but at this point, Simpsons is either, like, a giant reference, or completely original material, and for the life of me, I actually can't tell, you know, when it is which. So what is this? A lot of money. Or a fair amount of money. Not a lot. An item charge. Yeah, you know what? I'll pick it up in hopes we get something. Because, say if we get, you know, the loot lubricator, or that money thing, or really anything. I'd love to be able to get up there. I guess it's just another item charged and another secret area that I could get to. But, not in the cards today, so I guess oh well. Another one of those places that if I had, you know, crazy jumps, I could get up there and do all these insane things, but I can't, so I won't, and I'm not going to bellyache about it too much. So let's get through here and see what we got. Oh, no. I hate these rooms. There's like zero redeeming factors to it, so I'm just going to get out of there. So we're up against, like, super scary alternate Mama Spinbot. That's actually probably one of the most interesting, well, it's super interesting. I've never actually seen her like this before. It's also very terrifying and does an insane amount of damage. Come on. Wow. Like, we actually... Mulligan. I'm just going to start mulliganing these. We were doing great. We were really doing great. That is definitely the most interesting Mama Spinbot variant I have ever seen. I have to save myself. And I was tempted for a second to, like, start over and pick the Egon's Pride, but you know what? I really want to, you know, get a win with the saw blade launcher, the portable pizza thrower. Because, come to think of it, I don't think I ever have won with this gun before. Or maybe I won way back in the day, but that was, like, months ago. You know, back in version 3.8 or, like, some Peasley number like that. And it's like, you know, I really, really should actually go out of my way to win with this gun for once. And triple jump. Because it's a good combo. It's just... My luck seems to go very well when I have, like, crazy splash damage and stuff, but the moment... the moment I'm running a just, like, generic straight shooting gun, no. Yeah, no. Not even gonna have, you know, a ghost of a chance, to quote. I guess Yu-Gi-Oh! And or Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged kind of depends on what you've actually seen. And if you haven't seen either, watch Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged. Yu-Gi-Oh! Itself was, I mean, if you're like 12, Yu-Gi-Oh! Would probably be a good show. And, I mean, maybe I'm being a little patronizing here. But to me, it did not hold really at all past the test of time. And it did kind of feel like they sold the show out crazy. Why am I even talking about, like, a children's card game TV show? That seems kind of insane to be discussing on a show that I believe is predominantly watched by people between the ages of 21 and 35. So I guess some of you probably grew up with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Show. Might have been a little old with it, but, oh, hello. You guys are scary. We're actually just barely at weapon level 1. We're not even, you know, close to weapon level 2, which is kind of the Bitesville. So we got a lot of saw blade launchers up above us, shooting at us. I mean, what else is new? If I seriously get my ass handed to me on this map, I'm probably just going to cry. And I'm actually going to... I'm not going to just get out of there, because I definitely want to go back and kill them all. But I do want to get around them, at least for a bit. Because if I accidentally got hit by these guys, ooh, that would be even rougher than getting hit by the saw blades, which I guess in oh, come on, no, don't leave with. There's a saw blade launcher up there. This is just like the shitstorm of bad. Like, we're barely. Is that a might pick up? Okay, that might actually. Oh, that was really nice. We just got ourselves a bona fide health pickup, and we have just short of enough money. And if we don't get enough money, this is going to make me very sad. Nope, we're going to have enough money. Good. We just got a health pickup, and that's a might pickup down there in the shop, which is amazing, because that makes our weapon level complaints meaningless. Or maybe not meaningless, but significantly less meaningful. And that's another jump. So yeah, let's get down here, purchase this before we even try and take anything else on, because I would love to be able to one-hit, you know, the saw blade launchers and the cannons down here. And that actually seems like it might be a viable thing. So instead of trying to get close to the saw blade launchers, which is kind of my usual strategy, I guess I did it anyway. I was really hoping I could get through and take them all out, but I misjudged how many were still alive. Okay, there's one still alive. It was one of those where I was like, oh yeah, take out the one on the right and then I'll be kind of safe. And then I can juke around. But the answer is nope, that's not how it works. But we're doing pretty well. We're pretty much close to, not full health, we're very close to what we would be full health-wise if we hadn't picked up the health pickup, which probably saved our lives, actually. Maybe not. We'd probably still be at about the same health, but I definitely feel like my life was saved substantially by the fact that I got the health pickup. So now I'm just going to pop myself in the corner and watch as Mama Spinbot tries to wreck my face. Come on. Like, I was shooting him. He just did not want to die. Well, you know what? We've taken out Mama Spinbot, took a little bit of damage, but with any luck, this will be more than enough to make up for it. It's one of those where I suddenly very much wish I had the loot lubricator from the last run, but not the case. So, no crying over spilt milk or, you know, just the lack of milk in general. So we're weapon level 3. It's a mystery box. Oh! It's the mystery box. Well, you know what? I got my checklist, not my checklist, my little list here. Let's do some science. So, what did we get? Extra jump added. Can't complain about that. Can't complain about that in the slightest. So, let me make a new column. Day 2. Jump. Jump. Plus. Apparently I can't spell jump, but you know what? This is another, I guess, gambling for science is the proper terminology for this, and we're also running the mystery box much earlier in the run than I think the last one is, so hopefully we'll get a lot more uses out of it. Kind of hard to say. If I can get some item charge boosts, that would be really nice. Because I think we were running like 3 the last time we were doing mystery box for science, or gambling for science. But, I don't know. Interesting question. The other thing to ask is, does the mystery box have an adjustment on the difficulty? And I actually believe that it might. Because the last time we were running the mystery box, it definitely did feel like things were easier. And maybe that was luck, maybe we actually got some difficulty reductions that I wasn't paying attention to, or, you know, have since forgotten. But, I fell down there, and I believe that's actually another mystery box. In the lava? Well, we ain't getting that back. I was gonna be like, yeah, I could pick up that mystery box. Nope, it fell in the lava. Oh, there it is. It's not, well, it is in the lava, but it's, well, science. Item charge rate minus. Well, that's actually the complete exact opposite of what I wanted. But that's life. I got that stuff there, right? Yeah. My memory is going on me. So, not quite the item box or the mystery box, but whatever. So, item. So, yep, sticking to the 50-50 mix. Maybe it's actually one of the... Well, no, it doesn't alternate. I know it doesn't alternate. Because there have been circumstances where we've gotten, like, 2 good ones or 2 bad ones in a row. I think we did get hit by the homing purple crap, but we took out the homing purple cramp. Homing purple cramp. Oh, that's a bomb. That was a bomb hiding on the other side of the enemy, which is certifiably terrifying. Anyway, so doing okay, even though we got the item charge, which means science has been impeded by itself. I think that would be called lab errors. I don't know. I'm not a science person, and I guess I used to be kind of good at sciencey things, mostly physics. But that's because I'm good at math. I don't know. Whatever. No secret areas here that I can see. But there's, like, nice stuff on the other side of the rings. I don't even know what I got hit by there. Maybe I, like, quickly put a toe into the lava. Which would make sense. I definitely, you know, have some weird tangoing issues with lava and stuff. But, you know what? Oh, well. Hey, more money. So what could we use? Anything other than jumps, really. Speed would be nice. Jump height would actually be kind of a nice boon. Armor. Might, well, we already have a might boost. But if we got another one, I could not complain. And I think that's actually a 2-for shop up there, which and this is version 1.0, so I'm actually going to be able to, this isn't a secret, is it? No, at least not one that I know how to get to, and it doesn't look like there's a gap there to kind of hint that there's a secret area. So we've got what looks to be a health shop, and or, you know, a health pickup that I can buy. And a lot of these little guys, which is kind of frustrating, but not really. And what looks to be a couple of just random cannons. Not so bad. I did actually walk into all of their fire, but that's life, I guess. Ooh. Just barely dodged that. I saw it in my peripheral vision. I was just like, why would I ever want this? Okay, so there's a difficulty pickup, but we are not doing... Oh, that would be an interesting challenge run, actually. I'm trying to think of, like, challenge runs. Of course... I probably don't mention this too much about, like, who I actually watch as far as YouTube goes, but I definitely watch Northernline. I'd say he's probably my main inspiration for how to do roguelikes, and I feel like I should probably watch, like, Biznap or Rockly Smile, but I guess I'm picky about voices, and Northernline has a really good voice, and admittedly makes me feel a little inadequate from time to time. His... I don't know, the expressiveness he pulls off is really nice. But, you know, that's enough waxing jealousy. But so he is currently working on a bunch of challenge runs in Binding of Isaac to keep things fresh and interesting. And I will admit, my proficiency in this game might not be enough to really warrant it, but it's definitely one of those where it's like, I could probably do a challenge run, and I guess this technically is a challenge run. This is the Gambling for Science run, even if it's, I mean, really just using an item for its pseudo-intended purpose. I don't know. Hard to say if it's worth it, but, or, not hard to say if it's worth it. Hard to say if this technically qualifies, but let's see what we get. Okay, so for 6 more coins, we managed to get ourselves a extra health pickup. Was it worth it? I don't know. Hopefully we can get, you know, 27 more coins before we get down to the bottom of... Well, not before we get down to the bottom of this hole, before we leave this level. Beautiful. Okay, apparently this is an Uber secret? Odd definition of an Uber secret. Oh well, definitely paid out pretty well for us. Because we're going to be able to afford both health pickups. Where does this teleporter take us? The start of the level? No. Close enough. Or at least, close enough within a scenario that actually benefits us greatly. Okay, and we do... Right, of course we have enough to get up here. We've been up here before. So at this point, we're kind of a walking meat bag. We don't have much for armor, so it means pretty much anybody can carve us like butter. But I can avoid a fair amount of damage, and mostly... Was that another secret? Oh, crap, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt so much. Okay, there's another secret up there. And I'm gonna try for it. One more time. But I'm not gonna waste all my jumps trying to get there. But I know about it now. And the question is, how am I gonna get there? And I'm gonna try and get there from this ramp. This is hard. No. No way no way is it possible for me to get to that secret. Oh well, I don't have enough jumps to get there. And that's fine. That's fine by me. That's life. And it looked to be only like a coin, which actually would be really right now. Really rice right now. No, really nice right now. Because, I spent all of my money on health pickups. And was that a wise choice? I think there's a certain cutoff where it's like, you really don't need this many health pickups, Wander. You know, you should probably lay off on the Cheese Whiz and stop getting so, you know, freaking fluffy. But, you know what? I really love my Cheese Whiz. Actually, I hate it. Cheese Whiz, I think, is one of the more disgusting foods. Or, faux foods? I don't even know if it qualifies as cheese, come to think of it. I should probably go back to the topic I was talking about before I get kind of on random tangents about whether or not Cheese Whiz is actually a food. Like, I guess it is? Anyway, so I was mentioning Northern Lion, challenge runs, you know, that kind of nonsense. It's like, I would like to do my own challenge runs from time to time and stuff. But it's definitely one of those where, oh, those are bubbles. I was confused for a second because I saw something down in the lava. I'm also going to just hide here for a second. You know, where things can't kill me as easily. Mainly those, you know, infinitely spawning bombs, which are kind of terrifying. Okay, they're done infinitely spawning on my face? Good. Because I'm getting the heck out of here. I'm gonna take them out just kind of for propriety's sake? Vengeance? I don't know. Mainly because I can. And are you gonna come to me? Yeah! Alright, so there are bubbles down there, and I thought they're like secret stuff or something. And, oh, I bet if you were running Fire Force, you could go down there and swim in the lava. I might actually do that someday. I know it was suggested to me to do a Fire Force run. Okay, so Mama Spinbot this time is in kind of her... Whoa. Oh, I went behind a banner. I thought for a second I fell out of the map, and I got, like, severely concerned for a very short period of time. Alright, and there we go. She died very effectively. So what is that? That is health to weapon EXP. Okay, here's how I'm gonna do it. Once. That hurt. But now we've got a weapon level 5 saw blade, which is really useful. And then we're gonna leave it there. Because that's a terrible item, honestly. Like I was talking about the soothing siphon being kind of bad. That one's even worse. Because health is harder to get the weapon EXP from what I find. Okay. Yeah, this is going a lot better than the previous run. I'm glad we mulliganed. So it's a battlements, and we've got enough jumps to get to pretty much every single secret available to us, I think. Okay, not every single secret. There, of course, is the top of the tower, which feasibly I have no idea how to get to on a normal, quote-unquote, solo run of Tower of Guns. Or, not solo run, but like a not... Come on. I guess the flamethrower had a longer range than I gave it credit for. But that's okay. Not that big of a deal. I'm just trying to fly across without getting hit by anything. because we're just at the cusp of weapon level 5, and getting, well, staying there, if not, like, going further. Okay, so we're barely at weapon level 5. Not where I'd like to be. I'd love to be solidly at weapon level 5, full health, you know, armed and armored to the teeth, you know, smoke launcher, Pan's pipe. That's a gun I actually haven't shown you guys yet. And I don't know when I'm going to get the chance to. Which is kind of a shame, but it's going to be a while. So, I can't use the mystery box yet. Yeah, that item charge minus really did a number on our ability to charge this thing back up, but oh well. And it's this room. I like this room. It's simple. And there we go. We're solidly at weapon level 5 now. Now, there's a big old floating bomb right above my head. That is terrifying. There are also a bunch of mines back behind us, but before I tangle with them too much, I want to get over here and take out that thing. Okay, so we're not safe. In fact, we are in very much in a lot of trouble. Or at least, maybe not a lot of trouble. That's a difficulty increase. The problem, the one problem with the difficulty increase, okay, nothing happened. That's probably the best thing that could have happened in that scenario. Because I really didn't want, say, like, armor minus to pop up, just as we were, you know, tangling with these guys, because that would actually make it so they could shoot through me. And that would be very unfortunate. So, it just looks like we have a lot of little flying guys taking us out. Oh no, there's some spiky ball launchers. That's the exact thing I was terrified about, because the problem is we don't have enough speed. Actually, last run we were kind of some freako speed demon, and now we're slow as, I don't know, a land-bound, I don't know, what's a good water animal? I don't want to say land-bound whale, just because that makes me kind of sad, but we're definitely as slow as one of those. Now I'm sad. Oh well, so we're damn slow, and I would love to rectify that, but the question is, can we? And the answer is, I don't know. The other question is, can we get up to the third secret area in this room? And the answer also is, I don't know. I'd love to, but don't know. So what is this? This is item charge plus. We're pretty poor, but we need it. Ish. Mainly we need it because science. I don't want to say we need it because it will help win the run. In fact, oh, right. I forgot to write down my results for the mystery box. Okay. Chances are we're not going to be able to make it up here. But at least we'll be able to kind of see what it is. I actually can't see what it is. That's... That's frustrating. I mean, fine. Frustrating. I'd love to be able to see what it is we're missing. Oh, money. I'd like money, but you know what? I guess we're poor. Actually, yeah, we're pretty poor. But it's one of those where it's like, if it was armor pickup, maybe I'd try some more to get my hands on it. Or really money is just kind of like losing a lot of health over money. Probably not necessary. So we need speed. We need armor. Damage we're okay on. Weapon EXP could be better. Definitely kind of in, not dire straits here, but it's one of those that it's very hard to, say, outrun bullets. Now, that's kind of a weird thing to say in a video game. It's like, outrun bullets, are you crazy? This is definitely one of those games where you can actually outrun the bullets pretty easily. There we go, it's dead. Unfortunately, I missed out, like, on all of, not all of the power-ups, but a substantial portion of them, and actually took some stupid damage. Just trying to get what remained, which, question is, was it worth it? The answer is, I don't know. But we're still actually doing fairly well as far as, like, our health and weapon EXP goes. But, again, need speed, need armor. And, you know, couldn't poo-poo a jump height boost, or 2 of them. And, I don't know. I mean, jumps are nice, just not really necessary. Doomball. Exactly what I thought we'd be up against. So Doomball is kind of a pain in the ass, mainly because, like I've been complaining about, we're very slow. Luckily, triple jump makes him a little bit more sustainable. If we didn't have a single jump, we'd be in serious trouble. Like, serious trouble. but as it stands, it means we can outpace the missiles, if only because, oops. So we've got the, like, spinbot skirt thing, which is pretty useless. I'm not going to say absolutely useless. It definitely does have uses, especially if you've got a bunch of spin bots on your butt. But that is not the case today, so let's go through and see what we get. Onwards. So, I'm starting to think as far as, like, Hugbot Alley goes. Nope, we're going to logistics. I was really hoping we could go to Hugbot Alley. That would be really nice. But that is not the case, so... oh well. Oh Jesus, this room again. So there are the moving lasers, and I'd swear for a second that like a gun would show up to shoot. Oh, yep, there they are. Hello, guns. Knew you were going to show up, not quite out of the blue, but pretty much out of the blue, to make me rue the day I ever set foot in the Tower of Guns. Anyway, that actually went over incredibly well. Less on the pickups that I'd like, but we're okay. I'm gonna move out of the way just in case the lasers come through. Actually, I could probably hit them. Oh, and we would have been safe near the exit door anyway. Though, oh, this is like it's been a long time since I've been in this room, I think. So that's good and bad, because suddenly we've got a bunch of saw blades and bullets coming at us, but they're coming at us slowly until we actually, like, get in, not firing range, but definitely, like, in a scenario where we can actually fire things. And now here's the problem. Or actually, it's not that big of a problem. Mainly because there are lanes that I can get through and get all the pickups without being in serious danger. Of course, it means, like, half of the pickups are trapped in, like, nonsense Limboville that I'll never be able to get them back from. But considering, oh, that's a speed pickup. That's useful. Considering we are at max weapon level, what we need are the, like, health pickups, and I think I've actually gotten them all. So that's good. That's actually really good. The mystery box is almost charged, which means more science. It gives me an armor minus. I'm going to be kind of sad. Okay, so this room actually has some pretty crazy secrets in it. But before I go out of my way to get them all, I'm going to just kind of look around and make sure... Oh, well, here's one. I don't know if this qualifies as a secret. Does not look like it does, but that's okay. And some more health, which is kind of exactly what we need. And I'm really surprised that there aren't more enemies here to mess with us, which is great, because, you know what, it's kind of nice to be able to explore... Oh, that's where they are. Well, let's get out of their way a bit. I'm actually going to... Oh, jeez. That was maybe not bad move, but could have been better. Mystery box. Nothing happened as well. I'm just gonna do that carrot thing saying yes. This one as well. So, it looks like we've got a bunch of exploding bomb bots actually right... But, oh. That's a thing. I actually didn't know that was there. So, we've got a lot of loot down below. Maybe? We got some loot down below. Maybe not the most necessary to come down here and get it all, but we did. So, probably worth the trip, if only for the couple of extra health pips. And this room is clear, except for one more secret that I want to get. I actually really like these motivational blocks. Like, I hate them to a sizable degree from, like, a platforming standpoint, but what does this one do? We don't have enough money anyway, so who cares? Okay, I'm going to check out one more thing. Okay, so that's the secret area I was at, and it doesn't look like there are any more secrets. So let's get through here. And is this the end of the level? This is the end of the level. Good. Good. Okay. You know, I keep going back to that, like, challenge run rant, you know, talking about Northern Line and such. And I forget to actually mention the challenge run in earnest, but I was thinking it would be really cool to do a challenge run where I am quite literally like Jim Carrey from Yes Man, where no matter what pickup it is, you know, good, bad, whatever, I will I will accept it. I will pick it up no matter what. And that's definitely kind of an interesting concept. I'm not sure how easy or hard it would be, but it would definitely be kind of interesting to go through. So there are a bunch of mine launchers back there, but I don't want to tangle with them yet. I want to take out all of these guys and go on a bit of an adventure, considering there's some kind of pseudo-secrets up here that, I don't know if they're exactly what you'd call full secrets. Like, I don't know if they qualify. It looks like there's also a saw blade launcher somewhere in here, which is concerning. Maybe it's on the, like, ceiling of the other side. Are those super cannons or just distractions? Oh, well, distractions. And the question is, do I just kill the mine layers from this direction? Or the mine launchers? I don't know what you want to call them, but killing the mine launchers from here would definitely make my life easier. I'll go for this one. Mainly because we have enough speed to outpace them, and can get behind them, and I'd very much like to get their golden bounty. Which, you know, when I say it that way, sounds like I want to collect their urine from them. Which is really weird, and probably a poor choice of words. Wow, that was a very botched Bostonian accent, but considering I am from Boston-ish, I don't know, whatever. Not doing that accent again. I sound like an idiot. Okay, more speed, more money. Can't complain about that, because at this point, now we're fast, now we've got a lot of jumps. I'm gonna check, because I think there's a secret on the other side, in the exact same opposite sides, maybe? No? No nice things? No nice things. Not gonna give me anything else. Oh well, that's life. Unless there's a secret area up top above. Nope, does not look like it. Okay, through the teleporter. And on to, actually, part 2 of this room, come to think of it. That's neat. Well, we're not on floor level, and it looks like there's a bunch of, like, rapid shotguns, and... Oh, well, that makes things interesting. So there's one of those guys, but he's firing really freaking fast. Not a big deal, though. Mainly because I can fly over him, or probably under him, and all of the loot that I want to get is, right here waiting for me. Not like I really need much. Really, I just need all the health pickups. I don't even know why. I guess I'm just kind of pre-naturally disposed to, come on. Okay, yeah, I'm naturally just disposed to go for the weapon EXP stuff, because it's like, well, you know, you're low on weapon level, right? And the answer is apparently not. But I'm so used to it from version 7.8, where, like, any damage you take would take off just huge chunks of your weapon level. And not the case in this one. Actually, this room is massive. Holy crap. That's a super bomb. Concerning, but not life-threatening, I think. And there's also... Yep, okay, it's dead. Problem solved. I'm definitely losing my voice a little bit here, so I think this is going to be the last run of the day, but that's okay. And yeah, so kind of back to the yes man concept. It's like, I don't think it would be really that complicated. And honestly, it would just be one of those that would be... Well, actually, no. It wouldn't be yes man. The goal would be to increase the difficulty as much as humanly possible. Because, you know, normally I'm always looking to reduce my difficulty. Because that's also equally kind of pointless. And the answer is, I think we're going to need some kind of, like, better cheat engine, better knowledge of... Ooh, took some damage there. Oh, it's one of those rotatey dudes. Of course. I was wondering, it's like, why are there so many shots? It's just a bunch of, like, mini cannons. Alright, what do we get? Damage plus plus. Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. I don't know why that is my go-to phrase when we get something really nice, but you know what? I'm fine with it. It's not like I even know the song proper, but hey, that's life. This was a really long room. We had the, like, long corridor stuff, and then, you know, another long corridor thing. It's like the corridor room, which I'm fine with. We got a lot of scary, but we're kind of murdering them, which is really good. Again, we actually really don't need any kind of little pickup at this point. All we need are the passives, which the question is, oh, that's magnetism, jump height. I don't know why I just, like, blindly ran into a spin bot thinking that I could just kill it, but you know what, now we got magnetism, so the damage we did take, pretty meaningless. So we've got a bunch of spiky ball launchers. Oh, that's where they are. There are probably more above me, though. Yep, there are. There've got to be more. Right? No, they're not there. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Is that a champion cannon? No, it's not. Okay, so this is actually a really good spot to be in. Because at this point, the room is clear, and we can really just kind of wreck everything and anything we feel like wrecking. And we got more than enough hoops to get up to the secret area. So, I'm not going to say we got this run in the bag yet, because the one thing we don't have, and it's the thing we need the most, we've gotten all of our other wishes granted really hard, but we don't have a single piece of armor. Oh, I jumped too much and bounced myself off of the ceiling. So, is it possible for us to get armor? Yes. Is it probable that we'll get enough armor by the time we make it to, like, the gumball machine or the maw? No. Chances are we're not ever going to get an armor pickup, or if we are, it's going to be, like, right before the boss. And that's going to be unfortunate, if only because we're probably going to have taken a lot of damage before then. And that's one of those situations, like, I'm not happy about it. Bunch of weapon EXP. Useless, but kind of, it's a rewarding feeling when you get all of those little pickups. For weapon EXP especially, because the little, I don't know, it's like a clacky noise. Oh, hello. I actually haven't fought the Egg Scrambler in a while, which is good. Only problem is, like I was saying, we don't have any armor at all. So, Egg Scrambler is, maybe not uniquely difficult. We definitely have a lot of health, so we might be able to weather the Egg Scrambler pretty well, but it's definitely one of those where I'm going to have to watch my peripheral vision as best as possible. But the problem is, you know, once the Egg Scrambler really gets moving, it's hard to watch your peripheral vision, and it does not look like I can stand on the top of the Egg Scrambler either, which is kind of a pain in the butt, but it's life, I guess. I do a lot of damage, though, so I might actually just be able to tank-ish. At least after this phase, we're going to be on to the last one, and we're still full health. We're doing really great in that regard. I guess the last thing I haven't mentioned as far as the Egg Scrambler goes is we have no capacity for self-harm. Or, I mean, we kind of do, but, holy, wow. Don't know if it was exceedingly apparent there. Oh, hey. I mean, I have the jumps. This isn't against the rules, right? Right. So, I'm gonna count this as a win. But if you notice, we got hit by one of the quickly spinning tumblers once. That was enough to take off an entire health upgrade's worth of health. This is why armor is important. This boss and the laser enemies, the, you know, invisible, terrifying ones that murder your face. And it looks like the Vampiric Barrel Adapter, which I'm not going to pick up at all because it's pointless. Let's head for this. So, we're definitely going to beat the gumball machine, assuming we get there. Because we've got enough jumps to just kind of bounce around the outside of him. I'm not going to do the really stupid, you know, stand on top of him and shoot him thing. Mainly because, A, that you take a lot more damage for doing that because everybody has a central target to aim for. And why is it that this is the, like, opening room for... I don't know. It's confusing, but for whatever reason, this is the, like, opening room for the Sanctum. For whatever mysterious reason. Can I stand on one of these? I don't want to, though. Problem is, I have, like, 0 splash damage, so these little guys are kind of a pain in the ass. Okay, nothing happened. So actually, the mystery box is working out really well in our favor right now. Don't want to hit the spike walls, but don't want to fall either. Because the mystery box has given us damage plus plus. Forgot to write that down. I think it was right in the middle of something really tense, so I'm going to put that down. Okay, so currently, mystery box is actually paid out in our favor, which is good. I'm very happy about that. That's another jump. That's good. I'd really, really like armor, though. Please, maybe game. You know, be nice. With any luck, we'll actually get into the next room, and it will give us just a couple of shops for us to peruse, but the question is, you know, what are we even going to fight? Okay, so we're up against a bunch of the pseudo mini Corneliuses, which is terrifying in a lot of ways, because they're mean. And from what I can tell, no shops, which, I mean, it's life, but shops would be nice. Okay, that's so many bullets, like an excessive number, and these guys have a lot more health than I'd like them to. In fact, I'd have to say that these guys are far more terrifying than even, like, tanks are. I don't know how I haven't really even gotten hit by, like, any of this. It seems, like, mystical or something, like, oh, I think I got hit a little bit there. Oh, very, very hard to say. Also really wish they'd hit themselves or each other. I guess each other more than themselves, but still. So this is definitely one of those circumstances where the sheer amount of, like, speed and jump capability that I've got going on is the only thing preventing us from taking damage. Like, I think I've only gotten hit by a couple of, like, the little pip guys, which is fantastic. Of course, it does also mean that, like, if we did get hit, we would get wrecked really hard. Yeah, actually, we didn't get hit by any of those guys. I have no idea how that's even possible, but it is, and I did it, and I'm flabbergasted and happy, because these guys do, like, jack diddly doodah to me. I could probably just kind of screw around and get the health pickups at this point before leaving the room, because, I don't know, that'd be nice. Okay, so we're full health. Mystery box almost charged. And there are no more secrets in this room. Shame. Usually there's, like, a couple of shops or something. So we got a tank, and we got a bunch more of the little dudes. So I'm actually just kind of... I'm not going to just screw around to take them all out, but I'm definitely going to, like, strafe a little bit around the tank, just because he can shoot... he can practically shoot straight down, and that sucks in a pretty major way. Okay, so this is weirdly excessive. Like, I've never seen this many of the, like, little dodgy dudes. That sucks, because, like I said, we don't have any armor, so these guys actually do pose not a threat to us, but they're chipping away our health. Max health plus, thank you. Okay, now we're full health, or maybe we've actually gotten to the point where it's like our health is running off the top of the screen, you know, so you can't actually see. You have, like, some secret health bars, more or less. And that's good. That's actually really good. Come on. Just... There we go. He dead. Took a while. Okay, so how are we doing? We're full health, full weapon level. Oh, for a second I thought we were really in trouble, but no, we're only partially in trouble. So I'm gonna go around this way. These guns are terrifying, but not hideously so. They're terrifying in a very manageable way. I guess this is the proper way to go about talking about them. But they're like these cannon enemies, but, like, hyped up on insano steroids. So, health pickup, and let's get out of the way of the bullets. I'd really like the fact that we have so many jumps, and, like, I think we only got one jump height boost, or maybe we got two, come to think of it. But it definitely makes it easier to get over and around all of these enemies. There we go, and bam. Health. Health. There we go. So we're going into the boss just below weapon level 5. That's very good. We've got 3 might pickups and a lot of jumps. And apparently that's the derpfish. Oh yeah, it is from Commander Keen. I do remember that. So again, David reminded me, or I guess told me, that that's the derpfish from the Commander Keen series. A, you know, character, enemy, whatever you want to call it, that I'd actually forgotten about because it's been a very long time since I've played a Commander Keen game. But he reminded me, and I'm thankful for it, because otherwise that fish is going to be in my mind, and it sucks. So I think there's a flamethrower actually behind me, so that's a tad concerning. I guess it's one of those where I should probably position myself on the top of the shields until... I don't know if they hit me, or whatever. We're doing well, and we're definitely going to win this one. Definitely want to keep moving, but there we go. You're dead. They're all dead. We win. I think this is one of the first times that he hasn't actually dropped, like, a passive pickup of any sort, which is definitely interesting. I'm very glad we picked up some magnetism before going in here. And there's a little bit more. I guess maybe Joe rebalanced it so those enemies actually drop stuff. I don't think there's... No, there are no secrets in this room. Kind of feels like there would be, because you've got that like weird moving platform up there. But that's just like a design choice. Because also you can't get up on top of it. So, now for our customary murdering of all of the hug bots. Because normally I never do this, but if we're going to go fight them all, we need every little bit that we can, and we got exactly what I needed. And another mystery box, jump height minus. Probably the only thing we could spare. Which I'm pretty okay with. So we got another speed, which is going to be only useful for getting across the gap if we get pushed back again. Armor, magnetism, which is going to be useless, and another might boost. So we're probably going to be doing a lot of damage. I noticed we're doing a really crazy amount of damage to the Gumball Machine, and that's good. Because that means we'll be doing a lot of damage to the Maw, and we'll have enough jumps to avoid his fire. Or her fire, I don't know. It's a machine. Machines don't have names. So, oh wow. Yeah, it's still bro. I really like the flavor text. Every time I notice it, I'm like, I should read it. And then I read it, and then I realize I haven't read any of it prior, so it's like, why am I even doing this? And the answer is, I don't know. This would be one of those circumstances where it'd actually be really nice to have like 3 shops or something waiting for you at the very end. Like right here. Oh well. So let's launch ourselves across, because like I said, jump height, actually one of the few things we could have given up. I think this is that teleporter I got through, but is the Maw. So how much damage do we do to it? The answer is not as much. I may have made a mistake. Or may have done a smart. I don't know, hard to tell. Anyway, so we got a super cannon. That was a bit badski. Let's get across here, take out the other super cannon. Because I know they come back, but the one thing about the super cannons is, I guess, not the one thing. It's not doing it for some reason, and that's unfortunate. But usually the super cannons drop a really crazy amount of like pickups when you kill them, even when fighting the Maw. But that's not the case today, which is weird and a shame. And I don't know if the lasers are shooting at me specifically, or what exactly is going on here. I definitely feel floatier than usual. And for some reason, he feels really low. Like, the texture feels really low quality as far as the Maw goes. Which is odd, but you know, it's life. So here's the question. Can we kill the Maw before... The answer is yes, no, yes, we killed it. Definitely a tense one there, and suddenly we're just flying through the sky. From a much more random place than I was expecting, but that's kind of the case. Bro, I like this. I'm actually, like, every time we beat the Maw, I'm still going to read out loud the, like, ending text stuff, just out of sheer curiosity. So apparently I have no control over anything right now. I can't jump, I can't shoot, until I get shunted out into the Tower Heart room. Which makes sense, not the end of the world. So here's the question, what if I just wait a little bit? What if it, like, can it kill me? Can I move? I can move. It actually does have, like, a heartbeat. That's kind of freaky. What if I mash myself into one of these things? Okay. There's not a whole lot of collision, so, I guess it's one of those where I'm actually expected to just flat out shoot the heart. What if I shoot that thing instead? Nope. Okay, so there's literally nothing for me to do in this room apart from shoot this thing. Good to know. And shit's on fire. It's not dead yet, but it's definitely interesting that it's on fire. There we go. Science. So much science. Tower blows up. Tower blows up? Tower blows up. I was worried for a second. It's like, it doesn't blow up, and it's like, what? But, yeah. That was good. I liked that. That was a much more redeeming run. Bro? ... Bro? Bro? What? What? That's really sad, actually. For whatever reason, the, like, veteran bro just disappeared? I don't know. Hard to say. Dot, 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 dot. Bro. That's it. Yep. That's actually incredibly sad. Well, that's Uber win number 6, and I believe that's victory with triple jump, so we get nice little stars next to that. We probably would have had a really hard time of it if we hadn't killed all the hug bots in the end, as usual. It's kind of my like default thing of, you beat the gumball machine, now kill all the hug bots because you're going to need all their crap. So, definitely interesting for science. It gave us a health plus. So, in this case, it was 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 really good, or 3 positive pickups, and 1 negative pickup. And that's actually a really good setup. We bought the might pickup in the way beginning, and I'd actually have to say that might pickup is probably the thing that won us the entire game, which is really good, because, yeah. I'm glad to eke out a win after, you know, last episode and the beginning of this one, because, just not good across the board. So anyway, we now have Egon's Pride. We've got a nice star next to Bluegrass and the portable pizza thrower. So actually, after this, we only have a couple more guns we need to do, and I guess we have a lot of perks that we need to do. Especially Nightmare. At some point, I'll do a Nightmare run. At some point. So anyway, great run, and I'm looking forward to the next one. And I'll see you guys then, I guess. And as always, thanks for watching.